builder, Lord. Hey, you guys, how you guys feeling today? This is LaDon. I'm in the house, and I'm hoping you guys enjoying your day. Oh, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. You believe that? Oh my God. You know, the reason I'm so happy is because the money I've been working at my job, I've been doing really good. I've been doing really good. If God says the same, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. God forbid I want nothing to happen, you know. But it's life. You got to keep going and keep pressing on. But the number one thing about life is it's not spending up. People always say, you should live for today and not tomorrow. What happens if tomorrow comes? What happened? Tomorrow's going to come, you know? And my mom always told me, something going to come up in your life. Something is going to come up. Are you prepared for that? And I had to learn that in my life. You know, that's the biggest thing I had to learn about life is that take care of the things that you got in life and be happy for what you got in your life. And all the stuff that you don't use anymore, give it away when God can bless you with more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Just being real. But it's been good. It's been good. I pay my rent, I pay my bills. You know, you got to thank God for all the stuff that he's doing for you because he don't have to. You know, he don't really have to. But he does, you know. God says, I'm going to take care of people that got their own. And I got their own. But thank you for all the people that's watching and enjoying my show. You know, I am a storyteller and I will, one day, the world will know who I am. But right now, it is what it is. Hey, I love what I do. I'm just going to keep doing it. You know, I got stuff that negative in my head. Why are you doing this? You shouldn't be doing this. You're wasting your time. It's like the devil's always playing. But if you love what you do, keep doing it. But the negative stuff going to keep coming. It's going to come. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But what I want to talk about today, my topic is ATL. I've been to Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, Atlanta. I've been to Atlanta. I'm going to tell you the truth. Atlanta. I remember my friends were living in Atlanta at the time. He came from LA and he moved to Atlanta out of nowhere. And he was like, hey, LaDon, won't you come out here and come out and see me out here? And I was just like, I really didn't do no research on Atlanta. I was just so happy to see something different. So I said, let me just go ahead and go, you know? And what happened at this time, I was like, okay, sounds good with me. Let's go. So I went. So I was going to go, so I got my plane. And during this time, it was the pandemic. And the planes were only like $250 just to go to Atlanta, you know, all around trip and stuff like that. But I was taking big suitcases because I was staying out there for a week. If you go somewhere that you've never been before, go for a week. Don't go for 3 days. Don't go for 4 days. Go for a week and enjoy the environment, enjoy the scenery. And I remember I was the happiest thing that day. My plane was going to leave at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning. And I went that night and I went to the liquor store, got me a 40 ounce of OE, you know, and drunk that thing. I didn't even get no sleep that day. I was so happy to go to Atlanta. I just couldn't wait. I was like, oh my God, I got to go to Atlanta. I was thanking God, yeah, I'm going to go to Atlanta. I'm going to go to Atlanta. I was so happy. And during this time of me getting on, you know, I didn't really know about planes and stuff. I had a big thing, but I was a little bit nervous because I'd never been to somewhere different. I'm always used to California. You know, California. And this time, um, during this time, I drank that whole 40 ounce. I did. I think I drank a 40 ounce and some more beer. And during this time, I didn't know about like seats you should be by the window or seats by the walkway or in the middle. And I was in the middle during that time. And I drank all that beer that night, partying by myself, couldn't wait. And I had to pee every single time. I was like, excuse me, I gotta pee. Excuse me, I gotta pee. Don't drink beer while you're going anywhere. I'm just being real. If you feel that somebody's not gonna stop for the restroom here and there, most of the time, don't drink beer. Drink hard liquor. Hard liquor don't make you pee a lot. Beer gonna make you drink. You be sitting there just like, oh my God, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. And it's not fun, because you've been drinking. But during this time, I got on that plane and I was the happiest thing. And got to ATL. It took me. I sat in the middle of the chair, in that middle chair, and I had to go to the restroom. I learned in my life: do not sit by the window or sit by the walkway when you're drinking, especially beer. And I finally got. And I remember when I got to ATL. I was flying in it, looking out the window. Oh, and I went to ATL. When I first got off ATL plane. And I was walking, because my friend was like, hey man, I'm down in the by the elevator, down the stairs, gotta come downstairs to where they parking. So I was like, all right, then let me go down there. I saw the most beautifulest, finest, gorgeous women I ever seen in my life in ATL. I was like, oh my God. And like, ATL, if you go to ATL, be careful. If you're a man, I tell you to go to Atlanta. Hey, if you got a girlfriend or a wife, don't go to ATL. Don't do it. Don't go to ATL. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. I say, yeah, just don't do it. But when I went down to ATL during that time, and it was just women everywhere. I'm talking about women in the airport. It was just like thousands of women, during this time. And was it during the time of the pandemic? I went before the pandemic. Yeah, there we go. But I went other times. But the first time I went to Atlanta, it was just black women everywhere. Slim, thick, medium. Did I see any big girls there? BBWs? I ain't really see none. But I seen a lot of women. I was like, what the heck? I mean, Atlanta, it's like 50-1 when it comes to women. And I went down there, I was turning my head like, man, it's just it was just like your head just twisted. It just, that's how you twist it in Atlanta. This, damn, what's her name? Damn, she look good. Oh, she look good. Oh, she look good. Damn. That's how you do when you're in Atlanta. Fine as hell out there. And during this time, I was like amazed. I was in the mecca of black people. I was just black people everywhere. I got in the car with my friend. I gave him that. What's up, man? He was so happy. Man, I can't believe you made it to Atlanta. I can't believe you made it to Atlanta. I was just, yeah, I'm here and stuff. But I was tired. I was tired because I left at 8 o'clock in the morning and the time difference. I think I left at 8 o'clock in the morning. I got there about 4 hours later. 8 o'clock, I think about 4 hours later. And I was tired because the time changed and everything. And I was just like, oh my God. So when I get down there, I was drinking Red Bulls and drinking Red Bull. I drank about 5, 6 Red Bulls because I just couldn't deal with the time change. I think it was 3 hour change or yes, 3 hour change, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I went there and me and my friend, my homie, took me out that night. It was just women. I was just like, oh my God, it's just women everywhere. And I remember we went to Walmart. It was just women, women, and women, and women. I was just like, what kind of place is this? But it was the makeup of blacks. And there was black guys. There was just a whole bunch of black people. I ain't seen no other race barely. You know, I barely but seen black. And during that time, we went out and we went to clubs and clubs and clubs and clubs. We stayed out to about 3 o'clock clubbing and clubbing. And I was tired. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? And I remember we went to this club. This is when I knew Atlanta was different. I went there and I walked in to the club. And it was young women, 21 and up, all the young girls. And I was like, why is there so many young black women here? And no, it was not a lot of not a lot of young black women. It was older guys everywhere. I was just like, why is there so many older guys here? And I remember I got there around 10, around 11:30. It was just packs and packs of women coming in. I was just young women, 21, 24, 27, 28. I mean, young, beautiful women. I was just like, this is crazy. And I remember, I'm from LA, so, you know, we danced. They didn't dance. They just networking. They sat in a circle. VIP was just networking and giving numbers out. And it was just like, nobody really dances. And I was like, this is crazy. So I pulled over a girl. I said, this is what they do in Atlanta? She's like, yeah, you here in Atlanta and stuff like that. And I was like, what? It was crazy. It was crazy. And I remember they was trying to give me, they was like, hey, you want to buy some blue pills? And I didn't know nothing about blue pills. The girl was like, you want to buy blue pills? I was like, I don't know what blue pills are. But blue pills is when you can have a hard-on doing sex. And I didn't need them. I was like, oh, you know? But they were hustlers. They you know, like, it was crazy, man. Like, I was there, and the guy came up to me and said, hey, man, I know you guys here. I don't know you, but I can get girls to come see you. And I'm sitting there like, I don't even know this guy. Talk about he could hook me up with a girl to come and see us. And it was like, my self-conscious was like, don't mess with it. They might rob you and stuff. So I was like, I ain't doing that. And something tell me not to do it. Because I read about, and I seen YouTube videos on, you get scammed in Atlanta. So I was just like, let me be careful. So I was careful as hell and stuff like that. But it was weird though, guy going, hey man, I'll get you some women. Like, what? Strippers? I don't like strippers. I don't even like going to a strip club. And you're going to try to get me a girl? I can get a girl. I'm not worried about that, you know. But I bet I would have been like, yeah, let's do it. They would have went home, gave me the girls. The girls would have robbed me. That would have been a different story. But I knew better than that. Because I'm from LA. LA don't do all that. Mm-hmm. So we left that night. And I went back to my friend's house. And when I was driving back to my friend's house, it was just trees and trees and trees and trees and trees and trees. I was like, trees everywhere. I was like, this is crazy. And my friend lived in a gated community. The gated community, he had to push the gate, to push the open and stuff. I asked him for how much the apartment. He had a 2-bedroom apartment. It was only like 1,300, 1,400. Yeah, that man, his apartment was big. And he had like 2 bathrooms, and it was like in a gate. It was in a gated community, but it was like in a woods area with like trees and everything. So I was like, cool. So we went out the next day. We went to a place, this food place. This place got shot up a long time ago, and we went there to get some food. I seen it on the news, but I heard about it, but I didn't really know until I ate it was some grits and some shrimp. It was fire. Atlanta people can cook. They can cook. That man, you think you like, oh, New Orleans. I don't know how New Orleans can cook. Texas can cook too, but Atlanta, they can cook. Okay, you go down there and you'll be like, yes, they can cook in Atlanta. A+. You can't say nothing about them. And their food was cheap. Everything was real cheap at the time there and all that. So we were 3 hours ahead. I sat there, got dressed. We went a lot of places, man. We went to the mall. We went to the Lexor Mall. The Lexar Mall had the big gay community. The gay community was huge, It was big there. I was like, what? It was huge. I was like, this is big gay community in the Lexar Mall. It was just everywhere. And I was just like, he took me to the mall. He took me to a regular mall. And I seen these girls that were all dolled up at the club. And I didn't know that they had a job at Walmart. And some women didn't have good money, But one thing about Atlanta, they look the part. They look smooth. Smooth as hell. You be like, they look smooth. But some of them don't got a place to stay. Some of them sleep in their car. And it ain't poor. But I'm telling you, when they go to the club, they go to the lounges, they look smooth. Girl got their hair swooped up. I mean, they spend their money to look good. But that's what I learned about Atlanta. They look good. You look the part, but don't mean you the part. I had to learn that. Because you look the part, you got to be the part, You wearing the Jordans, you wearing the smooth hat, you got your hair cut lined up and everything, and then you ain't got nothing going on. That's crazy. So if you're going to look the part, be the part. That's what I had to learn about Atlanta. There's a lot of people out there look real, but really are fake. Not all, but a lot of them. Don't be, they're smoking, what they say, smoking mirrors. Be careful. Got to be careful in Atlanta, because you be like, damn, he got a Lamborghini. And that guy might be living in a Lamborghini. But the women, they got their shit together. Them women out there they got their shit together out there. In Atlanta, the women they got money. I mean, they go to the gym. They are looking for the perspective of a man. That is what's going to complete them. They got their cars. They got their BMWs. They got their own place. They got money. The only way to complete Atlanta woman is a man, a straight man. I heard there's a lot of gay men out there. I seen them, but the situation is, being straight, you get a lot of Atlanta women. A lot, because they're looking for straight men. You straight like me, you're going to get them. They're going to come to you. And I'll tell you the truth. I remember when I was in Atlanta, me and my homie was driving. He was driving, and this girl pulled up next to us in this BMW, talking about, roll down the window. What's your name? And I was like, my name is Don, and everything. She's like, let me get your number. I was single. I was like, all right, here you go. But it was unique. They come after you. You don't have to go after them. Atlanta women go after you, okay? Especially if you look straight, you got shit going on and stuff. But I remember when I was down there, we went to some sports lounge, and this girl sat down with her and her friend, like, what y'all drinking? And I felt kind of weird because I'm like, is she hitting on me? She was like, what y'all drinking? I was like, shit, she gonna buy me a drink, then buy me a drink, then give me a vodka and cranberry at the time. And she got me a vodka and cranberry, and we talked, we laughed. My other homie talked to her and stuff. And what happened was, um, I gave her my number, we exchanged number, and I left. And I remember, this is how Atlanta really like freaked me out. I was walking to my car and I saw this badass Maybach pass me by, honking their horn. And I was like, why is this Maybach honking his horn at me? I don't know what the hell that at. So I remember I called the girl the next day because I didn't have that long of time to see what's up. She's like, you didn't say hi to me. I was like, I didn't see you. Where you? She's like, I was in a Maybach. I was like, and my friend was in a BMW. I was like, oh, I didn't know. In Atlanta, you don't see a lot of people in Maybachs and BMWs. Them women out there got their shit together in Atlanta, okay, and stuff like that. But we did that. It was cool. I talked to several women during that time. My friend barely moved out there, and when I was there, I got a lot of numbers. A lot of women don't even say no in Atlanta. They were like, yes, 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 yes. There's always a yes in Atlanta, okay? But you gotta be careful about Atlanta, because Atlanta got some big old scam artists too. Gotta be careful about Atlanta. But when I was there, I had a ball in Atlanta. Atlanta parties. They can party. I think Atlanta can party harder than Vegas. Vegas can party like at night. It goes down in Vegas. In the morning, it's not too much, so you can walk on the strip, do whatever. But Atlanta, it's the day parties. It's the day parties. There's the parties that they're called the day, but it's called the morning party. And then they got morning parties, and then they got night parties. And Atlanta just does not stop partying. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. It just party everywhere you go. You go to Starbucks, they playing dominoes. They got the music on and everything there and there. Yeah, woo. Like, I remember I went to Starbucks, like, hey, you're like, hey, what's up, man? That's how they talk. They talk like you black. Like, hey, what's up? Hey, you don't even say, what's up? You want something? What you want? I was like, let me get a caramel latte. He was like, all right, then cool. You want whipped cream with it? And I was like, nah, whipped cream. He was like, all right, then, man, just pull up to the front. All right, I'll call it. And the music was bumping in the back. I think they were playing Gucci Mane or T.I. And I was like, what? Really? Because in California, they're like, hey, this is McDonald's. Can I help you? Very professional. Atlanta is just people. They're just regular black people and everything. And I remember pull up, be like, man, here's your coffee, man. Have a blessed day. And the dude was smoking weed right there in Starbucks. Like, well, yeah. All right, man, enjoy your day. Hey, man, you got some more, some roll-ups? I was like, wow. Like, more paper roll-ups. And it was just unique to me. You walk in and it was just like, they were real. They were real people. And it's just Atlanta. It was not that professionalism. No professionalism. It's just people being black. Like, they didn't call it the black Mecca for no reason. It's like, being black, like in LA, it's like you go to Crenshaw, you leave Crenshaw, then it's done. You leave Inglewood, then it's done. But Atlanta is black all damn day, all damn week. It's just black, all black. Like, what's up, man? Hey, man, did you see the Lakers? It's unique. It's a unique place to be. It's like people, oh man, look at them shoes, man. Them tight ass shoes. Man, I gotta get me some shoes. It's the blackness that catches your eye about the ATL, Georgia, the Mecca of blacks. I partied hard in Atlanta. But Atlanta don't even dance that much. I went to a place that here and there danced, but most of the time Atlanta is all about networking. I don't really see nobody dancing, really. There's not that many people dancing. A few, but not like, in LA, like, yeah. Woo! Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Atlanta is all about networking. How can we get the next dollar? Where we gonna get this money at? And I remember I went to the hood to go get some fish. My homie, he came and picked me up in this nice car. And it was a Cadillac, I believe it was, old Cadillac. We went to the hood. He's like, man, let me show you, LaDon. Let's go around to the hood. So we went to the hood, and I remember that there was a whole bunch of black people at this fish place, and I ordered some fish. I was like, yeah, let me get a red snapper and some fries. You're like, all right, then, so what you want to drink? You want Coca-Cola? You want Sprite? That's how they talk. You want Coca, Sprite? What you want? We got Kool-Aid. I was like, did you say Kool-Aid? Yeah, we got Kool-Aid. We got grape Kool-Aid. We got cherry. We got lemon. Which one you want? Grape is the best. Grape is the best. And I didn't get the grape Kool-Aid at the time. I was just like, I don't know where I'm at. And I stood outside waiting for my fish, and it was kind of hood there, And I was dressed sharp. When I go out to a different state, I want to look smooth. But I was with the Hobie, but we went to the hood and everything. And there's a good part about Atlanta. There's a bad part of Atlanta. I didn't know Atlanta. I was watching Miko about gangsters and stuff. He went interview. I didn't know that a lot of Atlanta people got guns, and you don't see them. They might have a gun. I heard it's illegal out there in Atlanta. Like them people got guns. And Atlanta is hood. Hood is hell. It's a good side of it. It's professional black people at the cigar lounge. They smoke cigar. The older women came in to like stunt on them young women. I'm being real. Older women came with their hair done. They looking for a man, okay? But professionalism was there, but ghetto was there too. Okay? Ghetto was definitely there in Atlanta. I remember I went to this lounge where they used to singing. We were eating and stuff. I'm amazed because I'm in Atlanta, and there were just women everywhere. Like, it's just, Atlanta's just women and women and women and women and women and women. You ain't gonna get away from women. Like, a few guys, like 20% guys, 80% women, okay? And I remember I was in the lounge, and we were eating and stuff, not that expensive and nothing like that. And I remember this guy, he had all this red on. He had a red hat, red shirt, red shoes, red phone, red belt. I said to myself, this is a gangster. Because I'm from LA. You see all red, 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 you think he's a blood. And I was like, must be a blood. That's what I was thinking, like, he got to be a blood. And these girls were all around him. And then he was talking, messing like, what if, like, he was talking to him like this foul, like, yeah, you ain't shit. Well, hey, I don't need to talk to you. You need to get my money and all that. And I was thinking to myself, it must be a pimp. That's a blood. I was like confused a little bit. So I saw this guy, and I remember we were going home afterwards. Not home. We went to Roscoe Chicken and Waffles. Not Roscoe Chicken and Waffles. The Waffle House. I'm thinking in LA. And I seen the guy that was all in the red jump in a red car. Okay? Red seats, everything. I said, that must be a blood. And we were at Roscoe Chicken and Waffles. At Waffle House. And me and my friend was eating and stuff like that. And I remember this guy came in. He had all red on. I knew it was the dude. He had a red bandana on. And I looked, and I saw the dude. I said, this dude is here to rob the place. Ain't nobody at 1 o'clock with all red on coming in here just not gonna rob the place. So I was scared, not scared, but like worried, looking at him. I remember this dude came in with a red bandana all over his face, red everywhere. He came in at 1 o'clock in the morning talking about Cindy. And Cindy was like, "What, Tom?" And Tom was like, and then Tom was like, "Did you get my application that I got from, I put an application like 2 weeks ago. Did you get it?" I was like, "What?" I was like, this dude is crazy. He gonna rob the place. It's gonna going down. I need to get the hell out of here. This dude came in with all red like a blood, talking about, it was half a pimp, talking about, "Did you get my job application that I got? Yeah, I put it in like 2 weeks ago. Did you get it?" I was like, what? And the people behind the counter knew who this guy was. And he was like, "Tim, we got your application. We'll see you. We'll try to talk to you. Give us about 3 weeks. We'll look over it." He was like, "Okay." And then he left the store, and I was just like, I was confused. I was like, what is going on here in Atlanta? Atlanta is crazy. So when I went, I remember too. I remember these guys. We was at Chicken and Waffles. We went to Waffle House again the other day. And this dudes came out with these big old fur coats, $20,000 fur coats. And I was like, looking at them like, they must be rappers. Them fur coats cost about $50,000, $60,000 for them damn fur coats. I might be exaggerating, but them fur coats were expensive. And I said, "Oh, them are rappers." And then I looked back to see what kind of car he had. I was like, is that a Nissan Sentra 2012? I fell out on the floor. I laughed so hard that I lost my voice. My friend was like, "No, you okay?" I lost my voice. I lost my voice, man. I lost my voice from laughing so hard about Atlanta. Atlanta was ghetto mixed in with professionalism. It's just what it is. And I didn't know, but I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. So, me and my friend, before I go, we decided to go to T.I.'s museum. T.I.'s museum. And there was a long line. It was like $40 to get in. And I was thinking to myself, I don't want to pay $40 to get in this museum. I wish I looked on YouTube at the time, but I didn't. I was so thrilled. I saw, this is going to be a fire museum. It's on the crack. It's T.I.'s. Oh, wait. With T.I. and Young Jeezy got ownership of it, oh, this is going to be fire. And the lady was like, if you pay, it was something, it was like $40 to get in, but it was like $50 to short the cut line. So me and my friend cut the line and went in. I walked in this place. I walked in, I looked, there was, the CD covers from back in the days when back in the days like in the 90s, where you take out you had the CD and then you take out that piece of paper with all the directors and you could read the little paper that they had. You pull it out the CD case and you used to unfold it and you can look at it. And they had this all over the wall. And they had cassette players everywhere. There's cassette local players everywhere from the tape with the little fold out paper on the wall. And I paid $50 for this, and I'm looking at like, okay, cool. I said, all right, whatever. Went into the other room. There was a room in the kitchen, and it was a kitchen with a refrigerator and something, I don't know what was in the fridge, I can't remember, but it was like a refrigerator. It was like a trap kitchen. I was like, all right, trap kitchen. All right, okay. And then they had something to do with like fake guns with the TI, with all the guns in this little room or something. And I was like, all right, cool. And then we walked a little bit of ways and we seen the snowman. The snowman, Young Jeezy snowman. I was like, all right, whatever. And then we walked in the other room with the pink car. Everything was pink, and they had the bar here, and then they had the jail cell here, and that was it. I walked through that museum less than 5 minutes. I paid $50 for this museum. I thought it was that's gonna be off the chain. It was the most ghettoest, ratchetest museum I've ever seen in Atlanta. I tell people, if you're ghetto, you'll love it. But if you're a professional, good luck. Ghetto people are like, oh, I like this, but it was little, Everything is little in Atlanta. Like, they got little spaces. Like, when I went to go see 2 Chainz and the guy, I walked in, his little restaurant that he showed on TV, I thought was huge. That shit was small. And most of the stuff that we try to order some food, it was gone. They were like, man, we don't got no chicken. We don't have no more fish. We don't have no more burgers. Oh, what do you have? Oh, we have french fries and we have some chicken wings. Like, Atlanta's always big about chicken wings. They got I heard they're pretty good. I never ate them, but I just know chicken wings. And by the bathroom door, there's a hustler that's talking about, hey man, I can shine your shoes. Hey, you need some condoms? Hey, there were hustlers. They opened up the doors, hustlers trying to get money. That's just what it is. But that little ass 2 Chainz club, people just make it seem like it's the biggest thing. That shit was small as hell in Atlanta. And I went to ghetto Atlanta 4 to 5 times. Atlanta. So much experience, so much memories I had in Atlanta. But what I want to say in the conclusion to all this is, man, if you go to Atlanta and you got a girlfriend, good luck. If you're married and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna go down there and visit because I gotta go down to a business meeting, don't do it. Don't go to Atlanta. You will change your perspective of how you see things. There's too many options in Atlanta. You're like, I want to be faithful to my wife. Don't go to Atlanta. Don't. Because you don't have to go. I ain't going to talk to them. They're going to come talk to you. Okay? If you're in a relationship, I'm going to Atlanta. You don't have to come up to them. They gonna come and talk to you. Okay? So Atlanta's like that. Atlanta's like that. Hey, it's really, but if you're single in Atlanta, go ahead and go. But the reason, I'm gonna tell you the truth is, I was thinking about moving to Atlanta. My homie was like, man, come on, man, move to Atlanta. Move to Atlanta. Because when you go to Atlanta, you feel out of place. You be like, man, where's where all the black people at? Oh, man, I gotta come here. I understand why so many people come to Atlanta. Because you feel like, I'm black. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is home. This is Black Mecca. This is it. Atlanta, I heard, you're black and you're trying to get a job, you better know somebody when you come to Atlanta. You're like, oh, I'm going to go out there because I got credentials. They don't care about credentials. It's about who you know in Atlanta. In Atlanta, You don't stand out. You're black like everybody else standing in line. What's going to make you stand out? What's going to make you stand out is that you know the person that is hiring. Okay? If somebody say, hey, man, get you a job, then go to Atlanta. But if you can't get no job, don't go. I'm going to just quit everything and go to Atlanta. You got to know somebody in Atlanta to get a good job. Atlanta is where, and Atlanta is party city. It don't non-stop party. It does not stop partying. Only time it stops partying is when you at home in peace. You want to be like, I got to go out in Atlanta. Atlanta is just party all day, all night. It don't stop. You know? You're like, oh, Monday, they ain't going to be partying. They're going to be partying. Monday, Tuesday going to be partying. Wednesday, party. Thursday, party. Friday, party. Saturday, party. Sunday, party. They just party. Atlanta is about partying. Why you didn't go to Atlanta and move to Atlanta? The reason I didn't move to Atlanta was, that was not because of the women. It's, can I deal making it out there in Atlanta? If I heard there's a lot of people go out in Atlanta and then you can't make it. And people go move there all day. Some people love Atlanta. But if you're young and you 21, 19, 18, go to Atlanta and have a ball. But be careful about Atlanta. The scammers, the STDs is out there huge. You know, gotta be careful and watch yourself. But would it be cool to move to Atlanta? If you got a stable job that make damn good money, like you a construction worker and all that, but just going out there just to go, no. Go out there. Atlanta is fun. It's just like Vegas. It's fun. But to live there, it's a different story. It's a different story. I thought about Atlanta. I was like, I'm gonna live here. But I said to myself, I just can't do it. I just couldn't. Thought about it. I thought about a year. My parents was like, oh man, you could come stay with me and you don't have to pay rent. You know, that's my homie. He cool as hell. But when it comes to somebody we don't have that much money, they're gonna start looking at you like, man, I know you don't pay rent, but you need to start paying rent. So I learned that too. You know, people are like, oh, it sounds good. It sounds good. Come on, move on down, man. You don't have to pay rent. I'll take good care of you. It sounds good. But it might not be good. Nothing against them, but the situation is that I didn't go. And I found out, I'm happy I didn't go. He moved out of Atlanta. Talk about, you know, Don, you was right. It's just crazy out here. There's a lot of just craziness. People stealing. Atlanta is black. If you're not used to being around blacks every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, don't go to Atlanta. It is black Mecca for a reason. So, the conclusion of this is, I recommend you to go to Atlanta when you're young, brivant, and you want to have a good time. When you get older, go to Atlanta. Party scene, the lounge scene, it gets old. My uncle used to tell me that, like, man, I used to be like, man, Don, one day you're going to get old. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm 22. I'm like, you crazy. Let's party all day. But when you get older and mature, partying is fun, but not as fun when you young and brivant and didn't see everything. You get older, it's the same thing. Same routine. Gotta do stuff different. And before I go is this. Atlanta, I give a thumbs up to Atlanta. It's a real good place to be. But hey, good luck if you're married. Do I believe there's a faithful man in Atlanta? He's there somewhere, but I don't know. The women share guys out there. Ain't that many guys out there. So if you want to go to Atlanta, go ahead and have a good time. A lot of women. They'll take good care of you too. So it is. But hey, Atlanta was something that I experienced. It was something I enjoyed, and I had a blast. It was fun while it lasted. One day I might hit to Atlanta one day again, but it is what it is. I'm older and mature now. You know. But Atlanta, it's 50-1. Guys, if you want to go to Atlanta, it is 50-1. That means it's 50 women to 1. And them women give out their number left and right. They're looking for a manly man. And they cook too. Yeah. They're like, oh, they can cook. Them women out there can cook. They show, and the hospitality is off the chain. But Don, what you want? Wait, you want beef? What you want? You want cheese on your taco? You want some tomatoes? You want onions? How you want your fries fried? You want them hard? You want them soft? You want to go start and get some ketchup? What you want? When they open up, they give you a beer. They open it up. But before I go, this is the last thing. Is this Atlanta? There's a lot of big scammers out there. So be careful when you're in Atlanta. Keep your eyes open. If it does not make sense, it don't make sense. Okay? But anyways, what I want to say to you guys is damn good time. I hope you guys did too. It was a long video, but hey, it's Atlanta. My experience. What's your experience about Atlanta? And so sometimes I say to myself, gotta keep going. It is what it is. Keep going. But anyways, my name is Lil Don, and I loved Atlanta. I had a blast. So if you out there, go to Atlanta. If you're black, go to Atlanta where you can get that experience. Do not die before you go to Atlanta. Check out Atlanta. It is worth the money. I'm just being real. It's worth to get on that plane and make sure you go to Atlanta. Bring some money. Bring some money. Atlanta is a good place to live. Some people say yeah. Some people say no. Me, I say no. But it's a damn good place to go visit. Yeah! Bye!